Hi guys, it's Melanie from Mama Bear Fit Life. Let's try to do this again. For some reason my signal got cut off. So I'm gonna start back again. Um, Yesterday I done the first part of this little mini series on how to teach your kids to cook and why. If you guys haven't had the chance to read the first blog post, I'll post a link below after. So, showing our kids to cook is one of the many things that we as parents are going to have to teach them so that they have the skills to work around a kitchen and cook themselves food for when they're ready to leave the house, go out on their own. So yesterday, I went over on how to get started, what to expect, and gave a few tips for a group ages 3 to 5 and 6 to 8. Now tonight I'll go over a few tips for ages 9 to 12 and 13 and over, as well as a few safety tips. So we're going to get started with 9 to 12 years old. Let me see here. Okay, even if they're a little bit older, they might still need your help in the kitchen. Like how to use the top of the stove, the oven, some small appliances, and even with the sharp knives. Sometimes it can be dangerous, but there's some things that they can do on their own. They can read the recipes, they can mix batters, handle more of the cooking by themselves. But they still need your supervision and still need you guys close by just in case, because we never know what can happen. For 13 and over, if your kids had already gotten the opportunity to work with you in the kitchen, they should have the skills and confidence for them to be cooking independently. They should be able to cook pretty much anything. Omelets, salad, chili, burgers, cookies, and so much more. It's all within their capabilities. These are just a few guidelines. Maybe your kids can cook many more things. They might be more ready than some other kids. They might not be able to cook as much. It's all with what they're comfortable with and all what they're capable of doing as well. But either way, you know your kid better, and you know you would be able to gauge what they can and can't do in the kitchen. So now I'm just going to start going over a few safety tips for the kitchen. When we start teaching your kids how to cook, we should set some ground rules and identify dangers in the kitchen. We should start by explaining to them the rules regarding the kitchen and appliances and sharp knives. The first rule that should be given is all those items are off limits if a responsible adult is not around. When they actually start maybe cooking a little more on their own, and just while they get used to it, there should be an adult at least in the house close by, just in case. We also need to set limits on when we feel our kids is old or responsible enough to be using those items. The kids should be shown what needs to be done in case they make a mess on the stove or they break a glass, or while you're cooking, a fire if a fire starts on the stove or something. You should be showing your kids, or explaining at least, what to do in those cases as well. And the more you explain and teach your kids, the better they will understand how a kitchen actually works. And once they can start cooking more on their own, you won't have to be worrying as much. I mean, I get it. We're parents, so, we'll always worry about them or about what they're doing. But at least if they know how to work their way into a kitchen and they understand the dangers and what to do, it won't be as worrisome. So I hope that this gives you a good outline on how to start and, what to do while you're teaching your kids how to cook. Stay tuned for part 3 a little later on, maybe tomorrow. Bye-bye.